Hey YouTube, this is Sunflower again. Oh man, this is the final days of Monster Hunter. So, I am going to make, in my opinion, the top 5 hardest monsters in this game. Of course, it is strictly in Monster Hunter World slash Iceborne. I am judging these monsters as if they were at the original ranks with the gear of during that time. So we're not gonna say, hey, let's use master rank gear fight normal monster gear. Of course, the normal one's not gonna keep up. We're just judging strictly on the original rank during that time. Also, I am not putting any repeating monsters, such as something like, let's say I'll use Nergigante example. I'll be like normal Nergigante, Temper Nergigante, Arch Temper Nergigante, Ruin Nergigante, Temper Nergigante, Arch Temper Nergigante, Oh Nergigante. Well, I can't even see his name anymore. Damn, why shouldn't he be the poster boy? There's like 6 of these guys. But anyways, again guys, I really want to say this is my opinion. So let's get to it, guys.
Number 5.
Yep, this will be Arch Tempered Volcano. Yes, this was way harder than expected. But before we get into why she's number 5, let's break down what she does first that makes her annoying. Okay, so Arch Tempered Volcano, of course, she still has her original mechanic, but they added 2 new mechanics for her. One is called the Frozen Foot mechanic. I don't know what I think people call that. What it does is when you get stuck in. Get close to her, she will shoot this ice on the ground, and you kind of stumble around and kind of like can't do anything. Trimmer decoration does not work. I tried it many times. And her other one is that if you're too far, she'll do this devastating ice breath beam, which requires you to either Superman dive or being close to her, mostly on the right side to do it. So what makes these mechanics so good? Okay, let's check this out. Okay, guys. I would make some animation, guys, but I have to do my trusty old drawing skills, and guys, I'm not very good at drawing, so yeah, this is where we're gonna get at, okay, guys? So Volcano will be, let's say we're all fighting here, right? We're all like standing with our weapons and like, you know, our blade, and we have this little person here with holding a gun, and she's like, he's holding a gun. Then he's like, okay guys, I got this, I'm gonna shoot you, right? And but what's gonna happen is that Volcano will be looking at this, and she'll fly upside down. So that's how it looks like upside down look like. She will like do her jaws here, right? She's like, I'm happy, right? And let's say her wings is here, wings are here. She will shoot this ice thing down the ground, and this whole area, if you're in this area of foundation, your guy will be like going in cripple mode. And just so you know, Tremor decorations does not work, okay? It does not work. Tremor doesn't work, and you guys will go crazy. Okay, what's so bad about this? Okay, here's the problem. Here's her problem. Once you go crazy, she does her stupid beam, her little beam here, right? She's like really happy, right? And she does this little beam here. It will go from right to left, right? And the only way you dodge it, you stand right here. This is where you stand, and you're a happy person. Look at this, guys. I'm happy. Okay? So, but if you get hit by that first one, you'll be stuck right here, and most likely get one-shotted. Okay? That's the first problem. So now you think of what's okay. That's one issue. What's the second issue? Second issue is that you know her original move that she just sits here. Okay, let's put her here, and she just stands there. I don't know, guys. I can't draw, guys. Like whatever. Then she just sits there, right? And she puts these ice walls, guys, like these ice walls, and you'll be like, hey, that's fine. So remember how the beam works. The further you are, the beam is, and then she puts an extra wall here. So meaning your character has to run this way, or to stand right here to be safe. Yay, I'm safe. Okay? Question mark. Why? Guess what? She just beams you if you go too far. So in this format, there's 2 ways of handling this. Is that you quickly run this way, you run this way, then quickly run backwards this way. Or you will have to wait the first line breaking and you run back in. That's another way you do it. That's what makes it kind of hard, and that's why I feel like that's why she's in number 5 spot. And I know, guys, my art is great. I know you guys are. If you guys want my autograph, definitely like and comment and subscribe. I definitely know that. So yeah, that's my number 5, guys. But yeah, those are very simple mechanics. I don't really have a guide. Well, I do have a guide, but if you guys really want to know how to fight her, there is another way to deal with her. So, but yeah. I hope you guys like number 5. Let's jump on number 4, guys.
Number 4.
So it is Lillaon. Whoa. Lillaon, the guy that everyone hated, that was made by petitions to nerf him. Everyone kind of hated him to the point that they want to quit the game. Why is he number 4? I'll be honest with you guys, like I said, this is my opinion. I think I downed him more than the number 1, 2, and 3, to be honest. I could even solo him to the point I could solo him. Like, even to the other guys, I still have issues soloing. But yeah, so let's go straight to the breakdown. What makes this guy a little annoying? So Lillaon does quite a lot of things during the fight, guys. Of course, I'm not going to get in depth of it. Like I said, if you guys need a guide, there's a lot of things on YouTube to do it. Unless you want me to explain it, it's kind of weird, but sure, I don't mind. Let me know. So why it makes him annoying is, first of all, that you need to hit a damage check. What is this damage check? Is that if you don't do enough damage to him, he will activate a move called Judgment, and you will instantly die if you don't do enough damage to him, okay? So, how do you stop this Judgment? You need Elemental Gear specifically to fight him, to beat him. Yes, I'm going by my check by backwards, okay, that seems easy. So why do you need Blight Resist decorations? It's because that he puts Dragon Blight on you. If you guys don't know what Dragon Blight does, it negates your elemental damage. So not only you need to elemental damage to hit him, you need to resist him so he doesn't make you don't do damage to him. Okay, so that's what makes it annoying. Of course, there's this horn phase that if you're using ice or fire, which is his main weaknesses, if you don't break his horn, your elemental damage do absolutely nothing. So you need to break his horn, or you go go water or dragon for neutral damage. That's the best way, and that's what makes him annoying. Again, guys, I have killed him more than actually the other 3 guys. Yes, this guy causes issues is because that I feel why he's on 4 is due to the fact that a lot of people don't have elemental gear and having an issues of fighting him for certain parts of the fight. That's why I feel that he caused him the most issues. And I think, and besides that, guys, not really nothing else besides him being annoying. Everything else seems pretty fine, guys. But anyways, hope you guys like that. Let's jump to number 3, guys.
Number 3.
So, yep, you see it here, guys, is Leshen from the Witcher collab, guys. Okay, guys. So, again, guys, I'm gonna repeat this just in case, is that this is my opinion why I think like these top 5 is, and why I'll show you why he is harder than Lillaon in my opinion. I remember when this guy came out, he was hard. Like, the solo part was easy, but when we actually fought him, a lot of people try not to fight him. Like, I tried to farm him, but a lot of people don't want to fight him. If you don't have the right gear or like proper gear to fight this guy, no one's going to join you, right? And in order to get the best gear, of course, later on you can see where I'm talking about, like, no one will let you join. They'll just kick you, or they just don't want to deal with it, because this fight is just so complicated. At least at Lillaon, people will still let you come in and attempt for it regardless. So what makes this guy so annoying and so hard? So Agent Leshen, man, guys, so he has a couple things. So he has ads. What do you mean by ads? Maybe this is like a different term, but he summons those mini Jaguars and chases you down. They will pick one person and they'll just charge at you with a bunch of guys. Usually it's easier to deal with it with, like, if you're using a move that has AoE attacks, so you can deal with it. Another part, he locks you in place 100%. So it means that if he locks you down, you can't get away with it. He just will pick a person and locks you down. And you better hope to God that you're in the right spot and right time, because your teammates require you to save you almost immediately. Second of all, he summons trees to chase you down. Not like ants this time. He just summons these branches on the ground and chases one person down. And of course, it is dodgeable in like Superman dive or anything. It's pretty easy to dodge to some extent, but it's annoying when the Jaguars are not dead. Second of all, he makes a bunker. What do you mean by bunker, guys? So he hides himself, and you just have to break through it, right? But of course, guys, don't think I don't know how the fight works. Flash pods stops all this. Okay, guys, the flash pod is the main key of this. The flash pod does it all the time. But of course, guys, I'm talking about during the time that our gear was not as good. Even our gear was the best gear during that time, he still does a lot of damage and is capable to kill you at any cost. So let's go back to my neat drawing, guys, and we'll talk about there. Give me a moment, guys. Okay, guys, back to my awesomely cool drawing. So let's I don't have green, the color green, so let's use black still. Okay, let's say let's go with a couple parts. Okay, so this guy with a giant tree, like he has a bunch of tree heads, right? Like I don't know, right? And he just sits right here, guys. Okay, he sits right here, and he's like, okay, guys, I'm like, this is my little dress, right? And he does his own thing. Okay. So what makes it a little annoying, guys? So there's where parts where it gets annoying. So that little ass, he summons little jaguars, guys. He summons little jaguars, and he summons a bunch of these guys. Okay, these guys must die at all times. During the time, he summons at least like 6 or 7 of them, 6 or 7. I don't remember to be exact number. But remember, I keep emphasizing hard. You have to look at it during its time of your gear, okay? If you didn't not have the dragon gear or any like running any tanky gear, he will decimate you, okay? So you will be fighting here. Some people fighting here. Some people get chased by jaguar. And people get scared. They're like, oh crap, I'm out of here, nerds, right? He's gonna hold a giant shield, and he's a little charge blade, right? And some people will be running, right? And he's like, oh, I'm out of here, guys, right? Right? So he's like running, right? And so what we do is that he will throw a tree at you, and it locks you down. He just locks you down, and problem is that these jaguars will chase the lockdown guy, okay? Most likely. So if your teammates doesn't flash pod you and save you in a certain time, like a little shiny flash pod you, you're a dead guy, like almost dead within seconds. If he, like, of course there are situations that you're gonna get hit, but if he summons the birds at you, he will teleport around. He'll be like, let me blink this way, let me blink this way. Let me blink this way. He will do a lot of weird things, and when these jaguars are on you, right? You just jaguars. Sorry, I don't keep on saying jaguar. These jaguars are on you. This is where it gets a little annoying, and that's why the fight's a little hard. Of course, guys. Flash pods. Even with master rank gear, it's easier to tank him. That's the only reason why. We did more damage, and we just tank him better. That's all it is, right? Even we did more damage, I think without tanking him better, I think would have died regardless. Like this fight, because even though when I did a test run earlier, everyone died. Like I didn't want to try, but of course I run with pubs. So yeah, you guys, like I said, this is kind of his mechanic. He'll summon a tree at you. There's another part he does is let's do another part. Okay, he stands it here, guys. Another part of his fight. Don't ask why he's sitting like that far. His little head. Okay, his little tree head. So there's nothing. He summons these little birds. Okay, let's put these X's. Okay, I don't know, guys. I can't draw a bird. Okay, let's just make it like that. I don't know, guys. Let's put these X's like birds. Okay, he summons these birds, and these birds hurts like hell too, guys. And he puts a bunch of birds around him too. Like this guy's doing animal cruelty like crazy. Okay. He puts these birds as walls, and he puts like a branch of bunkers or trees. So fun flash pods, it'll just blow them all up away. Okay, but like I said, guys, this is all happening at the same time. Okay, guys? Yeah, you can say, oh, let's mass flash pod it. Yeah, that's the best way, but like I said, he still hits hard. So if you potion or like, oh man, I'm tired. I'm really tired, guys. Let's I don't know. He's like, I'm like, this guy's sad, right? And this guy's like, hey, you know what? Let's just drink a potion here, okay, guys? Let's drink a potion, right? And he's gonna make him happy. Nope. Guess what? He'll just throw birds at you. He just throw birds at you, and he throws trees at you. Okay? He just little like trees, and he just like branch you around. Yeah. And like, who's going to hit? This guy's getting dead. This guy's getting drink potion. This guy, there are two guys right here attacking him. The problem with that is that the range guys will be like kind of like standing here and here shooting. So we're having we're having a mess. That's why a lot of people don't really like if you're under geared to do this fight. But yeah, that's how mostly this fight works. And yeah, I hope you guys like number 3. And let's jump on number 2.
Number 2.
So, number 2 will be Fatalis. Of course, you guys must be like, what? Fatalis? This is ridiculous. He's the endgame boss, god of all dragons. Why is he deserve number 2 in the spot? Who's number 1? Okay, guys. If you guys play this game enough, you guys should know who's number 1 is. Okay? So, I will explain. Let's break down what he moves does. Then I'll explain why he deserves to be number 2, but can not be number 1. Okay, guys. So let's break down his movesets, guys. So Mr. Fatalis, what does he do? He does things. What do you mean he does things? Of course, everyone does something. The thing about Fatalis, guys, I'm not going to really emphasize the guide how to fight him. I already explained that to my other guys. Dragon Pause, Dragon Pause, Dragon Pause. That's all I'm going to say. So, when I'll explain what he does things later. Of course, he has a tsunami of flames. If you're stuck in the middle, or even a bit of it, or not close, like bit of it, you probably instantly die. Okay, you need like that's how logic works. Okay, of course, you need to break his horn to lower his damage, but I'll explain that with what he does things. So this whole fight, guys, he is mainly like constantly doing things, and you just need consistently fighting him. You need consistently sitting there 20 minutes straight fighting him. And again, guys, I play with pubs. I don't play with like, I'm not like a good speedrunner solo guy or anything. I have soloed them before, but like that's kind of whatever. But yeah, you have to be consistently sitting there for 20 minutes, and it's even hard just to tell you to sit there for 20 minutes doing nothing. Like that itself, it's hard enough. Why it makes him phase 3 is hard is because that all his damage gets amplified, and he just does more damage, and he probably instant kills you. He has more instant kill moves. That's all he does. He does the same thing but does more damage, right? Because because Vitalis based mechanic kit does so much things that you just need to dodge it. Okay, and that's why I put him in number 2 compared to number 1, and I'll explain number 1 when we get there. Okay, guys. But yeah, now I hope you guys like this part, and let's jump on the next one, guys. All right, guys. This is some honorable mentions, guys. Okay, one of them is Arch-Temper Namiao, and why I said Arch-Temper Namiao is that when Namiao came out, Arch-Temper Namiao. That fight no one really likes to do is because she has one mechanic. That's all she does. There's one little mechanic that makes it a little harder than everyone else, and that's why she couldn't make the top 5. Is that when she does her water and her lightning zap thing. That's all it is. The mechanic of that is just the water's bigger, the area's bigger, and she just one-shots you. Like, she doesn't really one-shot you, but she does a lot of damage. To the point that it's almost one-shottable. Because she will always spray her water before she hits you, and she just jumps down and hits you. So, how to prevent it? Superman Dive. That's all it is. The window of Superman Dive is very small, but it is doable and reactable. It is 100% reactable. That's what makes her strong. Second person I want to honorable mention is Arch-Tempered Nargante in the normal classic Monster Hunter world. He has really no extra mechanic. He just added one extra mechanic. It's his random 360 punch. What I mean by that is he just randomly looks at you while he's doing something. He'll randomly go and punch you in the face. That's all he does. What makes this so devastating is that because when he does it, depending on your situation, he just probably does just dive bomb you next. He combos you with that's his main combo extender, and he does that and just combos you right after, and that makes. I think that's what makes them both really annoying. There's one extra mechanic, and yeah, of course during that time, I think Nargante is one of the harder fights in the game, and of course Namiao. So like I said, those guys' normal forms and temper forms are pretty simple. Like really, just the arch temper form just up the situation. But anyways, guys, let's jump to number 1.
Number 1.
Alright, guys, you guys guessed it. It is Behemoth Extreme. Okay, from the Final Fantasy collab series. Okay, this guy was beyond pain in general. Okay, again, guys, I know you guys may think that he may not be as strong as he looks, right? Like again, guys, it's my opinion. Again. So what makes this guy so annoying and so strong, guys? Like there is RNG involved. RNG is random, okay? His random stuff involved. Alright, I'm not going to put a guide because there's no point. Anyone would be stronger than him. So yeah, let's break it down what he could do, and I'll explain it with my beautiful drawing after. Okay, guys. So of course he has a couple of stuff, guys. I'm not making a guide or anything, but this is where it gets really important. He has a meteor drop. What do you mean by meteor drop? He'll pick one random person, and you better hope you're in the right spot at the right time. And you need to put it in the side that because if you do not drop this properly, he's able to break it. If he does break it, you'll be dead because he has His main attack is his Eclipse, and you need to hide behind that meteor. If you don't hide behind that meteor that dropped, you will die. And again, if you drop in the wrong spot and you fight him near it, he could break it, and that's the end of you guys. So the second part, which is I think more annoying, is his tornado move. His tornado, I think is called Kirbian. I can't remember what it's called. So what is so important about this move? Same concept as the rock, but this time it stays forever. It's like Krushalla's tornado. It just pushes away, but like he could keep doing it if you don't do enough damage. He also puts a crap ton of them on the board, on the field, and will just cause reckless, guys. And of course, he does things. Not only he does, like again, he just constantly moves, and like he constantly do lightnings. He constantly do all these damage. It will get into paralyzed, and it's just really annoying. On top of it, he's just throwing all these and dodging the tornadoes and keeping watch where to drop the meteor and where to be dropped the tornado, guys. So I'll explain with my beautiful drawing. Okay, guys. So Mr. Behemoth here, guys. Okay, so let's put Behemoth. He's like a buff guy, right? So let's put a drawing. He's a big dude, right? Like his arm is like freaking huge, right? He's like I don't know, guys. His paw, right? I don't know, the foot, whatever, guys. The scratchies, and he's another one, guys, and he does little scratchy things, okay? Whatever, right? He's just freaking huge, okay? This is giant horn of death, okay, guys? And he's like, he's an angry guy, okay? So what makes this guy fight? Let me just detail what I mean by that. He'll pick one guy. He'll pick, like, there's 4 guys here. He will pick one guy. He'll be like, hey guys, let me pick one of you jerks and throw a meteor at you. And this meteor rock will drop down and it will just land on the ground. So if this rock gets close to this dude here, he will just one-shot it. He'll just, no one-shot it. He could break this. He could break this rock. And when the giant meteor death, right, comes down and it hits a spot and this rock is not there, exists, you lose. You just instantly die. There's no doubt to it. There's no way you can dodge it. That's how it is. Okay, that's one part of his fight, and second part, he shoots a little tornado thing, okay? He puts a little tornado thing, right? This tornado thing, and you think that, okay, what's so big of this one? This is Krushalla's pushback, so you have to put it in certain spots, but you cannot put it close to this spot. So meaning that, like, in the whole map, let's erase some stuff, guys. Let's erase some stuff here. Let's erase these guys. Let's erase these guys. Let's erase these guys, okay? Okay, let's erase all this, okay? So let's say the map, it's in a giant circle, okay, guys? And he's right here, and he's dropping his crap around. You need to put the stuff on the side, okay? So the thing is that you need to put a rock here, a tornado here, a tornado here, a tornado here. Like, you need to dodge it. And remember this, you guys need enough time to run over here, to hide behind here, to take the meteor hit, okay? Sorry, he's next a little far. Meteor hit, so the thing will kill you. So now, what do you mean by damage check? Okay, guys, what I mean by damage check is that if you don't do enough damage to him, he'll just drop more tornadoes, and it'll get to an extreme that this whole area will be just full of tornadoes, and you're a dead person. So, the reason why I explained this guy he's stronger and harder than Fatalis is because that this requires some RNG involved. When a fight requires some random involved, and like it's not really random, you just need precise dropping, and sometimes your team needs to know when to move them away from rocks, when to move them tornadoes. Sometimes I have died to a tornado before and will go ahead and be on a rock because the tornado just an inch pushed me back and caused a lot of fight. Unlike Fatalis, he's mechanically harder, but his damage gets stronger, but could be stopped. This guy's damage is consistent, and he has a lot of annoyance that will enter his one-shot mechanic, and that causes the way why he's stronger than all of us. Of course, if you guys fall, and you guys are thinking, oh, how about flash pods, guys? Flash pods stop the tornado. If you guys say that, mean that you have never done extreme before. The normal version, normal version, right? You could flash pod him a limited times, okay, guys? A limited time. In extreme, you could do it like twice before it gets immune to him. So you have to do it very precisely on a team that, like, your team has to try and do a judgment call on when to do it. So that makes him fight, guys. Yeah, that will be my top 5 Monster Hunter. Let me know below who do you guys think is their top 5 in the Monster Hunter world, and let me know, guys. And you guys have an excellent day, and hope you guys enjoy this video. And you guys have an extremely good day, and talk to you later. Bye, guys.